just looking at Warhorse's comment there. I watch only a select few MGTOW videos anymore. I think that goes back to what we were saying before, you know, where we've factioned ourselves off, and there are people we relate to and people who talk about the things we want to think about. So we spend time, you know, listening to those people and speaking to them on Hangouts. And the rest of it, you know, it's not that it's useless information or not entertaining, because again, there's a place for entertainment. I love Phil G's channel. When Phil G makes a video, you know, I know that then I've got half an hour of entertainment, good entertainment, because Phil's funny. He's got a dry sense of humor. He finds all those original clips. I don't know where he gets them from, but he finds all of those original clips, and I like his music. His music's good. So, yeah, it's so diverse, but when you've been around for a while, to watch all of it will probably send you up the fucking wall, you know?
Yeah, I like Phil G.
Yeah.
I like his outlook on life. He's like, that's what I want to be, you know, just laid back, you know, just don't give a fuck about anything. I mean, when I mentioned before about celebrating each day, what I meant by that is making the most of every moment, not just Christmas or birthdays or Valentine's Days or New Year's Day, which for MGTOW means something completely different. But every moment, you know, right now, me and you, Messenger, let's say everything that we want to say without, with no holds barred. Sorry for bringing that guy up. And everyone in the chat room, you know, there's like a group of men there. There's a big resource. There's a big resource of experience and knowledge. Yeah. And to get the best out of that, you have to say the things that you want to, that will bring out the best in each other. So right now, making the best of this moment, we'll be getting the best out of every single man here. 5-Speed Manual, Renee Nesbitt, The Ben, Warhouse, F. Gilt, I think Veritech Ace is in there somewhere. I'm pretty sure Marcus is listening as well. But that's what I mean. Every moment, and as soon as this podcast is finished, if you're going to make a meal, make the best meal that you've ever made. You know, whatever ingredients, if you've just got, you know, some humble ingredients, just make the most of it. And you know, when you're going to watch some TV or some entertainment, you know, make sure it's the best thing you can watch at that time. And the fact that YouTube is such a huge a huge resource for audiovisual media. It's, you know, I think YouTube is wasted watching stuff like PewDiePie, and then when you get up in or when you go to sleep, make sure, you know, you've got the best bed ever, you know, possible. I know we're in a state often when men, they don't look after themselves, they don't eat properly, they don't sleep properly, they don't wash properly. But this is what I'm saying, you know, everything you do, you know, when you wash yourself like you were going to go to your funeral, like you're going to die that night. You know, when you go to sleep, you know, make sure your bed is the most comfortable you can make it, that you're in the best spot. In fact, wherever you live, make sure it's the best spot. You know, everything you do, make sure it's the best possible. And that's what I mean by celebrating every day.
That's funny you say about, you know, sleeping well and having a good bed. That's one of the things I did. Obviously, you know, my last relationship was over 2 years ago now, and the usual bullshit, you know, getting relegated to the couch or just sleeping there because it was fucking more peaceful. But the first thing I did, and I'd had a relationship breakdown before, and what happened before was I didn't realize that when you're in a situation, for me anyway, my experience was 2 years of sleeping on a couch meant that when I moved into my own house and got a brand new bed and new furniture and new everything, because, you know, I left it all there, I still slept on the fucking couch. And I thought, this is insane. And I spent almost another year in my own place sleeping on the couch. So this time I thought, well, you know, there's something wrong there. And some people said it takes, 50% of the amount of time you spent being abused, you will treat yourself that way afterwards. And evidently that for me was the case. I couldn't get out of it. So when I left this last relationship 2 years ago, I thought, I'm going to buy the best fucking bed I can. And sometimes you look at mattresses and they're not cheap.
No.
And you think, well, that'll last a year, and it's all right, and I'm only going to sleep on it or whatever. I thought, no, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You get a really good mattress, and I laid on it, and it just felt like I'd been lifted up.
Yeah.
Fucking angels,
We sell mattresses where I work. I can tell you they range from we sell one for £20. We've got a £20 mattress, and we sell one for £2,000 mattress. They're so varied, and the spring pocket mattresses are very nice. Get one of them. They're the most expensive as well. The foam mattress is pretty cheap. You can get foam mattresses, but you can sort of do your back in with a foam mattress because it doesn't formulate to your back perfectly. But every now and again.
You're supposed to flip them over like once every 6 months or something, or is that just once?
The foam mattress, I would flip. If you're going to sleep on it every day, I would flip it over every day. Because once it starts to contour around your body, it doesn't do it in a good way. If it's like slightly hard, it's such a difficult thing to describe. But once it starts to dip, that's when it starts getting bad for you. And obviously, I think that's one thing that men don't realize. When they start to slip into depression, they don't look after themselves. They don't eat nutritional food, or they don't eat often, or they'll overeat quite often. Some men will overeat, or they'll overindulge, and these are the comforts that men will try and seek. They'll try and seek comforts in things that are harmful or detrimental to them, and they won't sleep properly. You need a proper